How to get kids to listen. This is one of the most common questions that I'm asked. I remember someone recently came up to me and said, Michael, if you can just write the book on how to get my child to listen to me, I'll buy it straight away. So let's talk about that whole notion of getting kids to listen and how to prevent parent deafness. See, I think what parents will do is, there's two common mistakes. We want our kids to help. Hey, can you set the table now? Can you help your sister? Or whatever it is. And our kids ignore us for whatever reason, and we tend to do two things. Firstly, we'll repeat ourselves because, gee, they mustn't have heard us the first time. But when we repeat ourselves, and really when we know that they've actually heard, but when we repeat ourselves, we're teaching our kids to ignore us. So sometimes kids will act on the third time because you've trained them that you're going to keep repeating yourself, and they'll go, oh, yeah, righto, Mum, she really means it about the third one. So repeating yourself is one mistake. And the second mistake I think many of us make is we raise the volume when they ignore us. And that doesn't work either. Because here's what happens when we raise the volume. See, most families have a noise level. And most parents will have a noise level. You might have a noisier home than someone else, but we all operate within our sort of general noise levels. So when we raise our voice to be heard, we often get angry. And kids pick up our vehemence, our anger, but they don't pick up the words. And you watch, they go through 4 stages of irritability when you yell, when you go above your normal baseline. And the 4 stages go a little bit like this. It goes, hey John, can you? And you watch your son, he'll go, which is surprise. Then at the second stage is, he'll be confused. What does she mean? And then the third stage is, he gets annoyed. And of course the 4th stage is, he'll ignore you. Otherwise, the other thing which often happens is when we go above the baseline, that's what we call the flight syndrome. He's ignored you. And of course the other thing is, he or she will fight you. Why do you want me to do that? It's not my turn. So when we go above our baseline, we go loud and we go angry, kids will often fly, which is about ignoring us, or they'll fight us. Far more effective to go below the baseline, which is the first strategy we need to do if we want our kids to listen. So rather than yelling, go quiet, go calm. And kids will pick up your vehemence, but they'll also listen to your words. So rather than going up, go down. Slow your voice down. Lower the tone of your voice and stand in a more centered way. And they're far more likely to listen to you. That's number 1. Go below the baseline. And number 2, go visual in some way. When we go verbal, we often invite a fight. When we go visual, such as Jenny, table. John, room. So our head, when we go Jenny, we've got our attention. Table, one word, and our head goes down, which indicates that I'm not going to fight you. It indicates to them that you mean it. Or John, room, same thing. Hold your pose, strong voice, only say one word once you've got their attention with John. They'll have heard it and they'll know that you mean it. So my tips to get your kids to listen to you rather than ignore you or fight you are to firstly lower your tone of voice and go below your baseline, just like down here. Or secondly, go visual. And then kids are more likely to listen to you every single